Hello, this is Summoner Cat, and if you couldn't tell, I did change my YouTube slash Google account, so that is going to be, I guess, the mascot of my channel now. And last video, somebody told me they couldn't hear the thing, and I came back and I listened to it. I don't know why. So we are going to try to see what that's all about. Hopefully this will work this time. And let's continue on.
I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s, on the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first damn Frankentree. I'm gonna call my little creation the Lazarus Vector. Maybe it'll bring the old gal's career back from the dead as well.
Alright. This is one of my favorite weapons, because it's a flamethrower. It is a liquid ice thrower, as you see there, and later we get electrical gel for it. So, anyways, she spelled out 9457. Open up that. Oh, look at it. I wonder what it could be. Five.
What's the point of being a damn genius if the only ones around to appreciate it are a bunch of spliced up morons? I've cracked the vector, or at least I'm 99% certain I have. I just need a buzz of Rosa Gallica to confirm my analysis. Distilled water, a bit of chlorophyll, and enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
So now we have that. We have to collect stuff. And pretty much we have to make the Lazarus formula. Yeah, the Lazarus effect, sorry. And as you can see, we will need 6, I believe that's distilled water, 6 honeybee spare, wherever she called it, and of course 6 chlora formula or whatever. Those were what some of the Houdini splicers had on. So this weapon right now is going to go through ammo like no one's business. Okay. But yeah, pretty much hopefully the my voice and the volume of the game is a lot better. I literally have no idea why there was no volume on my last one, no in-game volume. But hopefully that is all fixed up, and maybe I'll just have to tune the sound a little bit for the volume. I adjust my volume a little bit lower so I can actually hear myself speaking. I have no idea if that will affect the sound, volume of the sound in my recording, but hey, no better way to find out than actually do it. Yeah, chlorophyll solution. That's what they... Electric gel. really, really good against big daddies, like the electric buck. That's the hack. Okay, get this.
Who says you can't teach an old hound new tricks? This batty plant woman spends 4 years coming up with ways to defoliate trees in the Pacific to scare out the Japs, and now here I am, down at the bottom of the Atlantic, trying to figure out how to do the same thing in reverse. Adam. It's bathtub gin times the atom bomb times Eve with a serpent. Let's go see what it can do.
Anyways, pretty much we are going to be...
Arcadia's a big place, but mostly rural. If you're looking for something in particular, I'd start at the farmer's market.
Thank you, Atlas. I was just about to say we're going to go to a new area today. It's the farmer's market. Which probably going to be 2 or so episodes, maybe 3, depending on how long I take to play around in there. But again, if you ever need Big Daddy like photos, you can pretty much just find them lumbering around wherever, and you can just be like, I'm going to take a photo of you. And they're like, okay, whatever. They're chill about it. Okay, up here. Like I said, you could use, if you wanted to, you could use telekinesis or, you know, jump your way up, like any good platformer.
I like the prestige.
Again, if an enemy's dead, you can, or, well, a robot is deactivated, you can pretty much take a picture of them.
Now, I'm a woman of science, but I'm also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the app would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz tooth and claw.
Yeah, but out of my favorite characters out of this game, Langford is one, and the other one would have to be Tin Man Bomb. Those are my favorites. Part of the People Machine too. Now, depending on what weapon you're going to be using a lot, or you want to definitely use, because we'll be getting all these sooner or later, I would say, since I'm going to be using the chemical thrower a lot, I'm going to get this so it reduces the rate at which you use this ammo. AK makes it easier to, I can use more ammo, you know, saves up on ammo.
Welcome to the circus of value.
I don't need the hack. I'm actually somewhat good on things, so. see, this is what I'm talking about. You would have to change that one. So, like, at times, they become very hard and pretty much, you know, literally have to, you know, start using hack tools because it literally becomes that bad.
What makes something like me? I look at genes all day long, and never do I see the blueprint of sin. I could blame the Germans, but in truth I did not find tormentors in the prison camp, but kindred spirits. These children I brutalized have awoken something inside that for most is beautiful and natural, but in me is an abomination. My maternal instinct.
And Tim is pretty much saying she is starting to care for the little sisters and is starting, well, that one is she's starting to wanting to save them. And always make sure to stay hydrated on hot days. Water is very good. And on our corpse, we got enzyme. So pretty much it's that enzyme, which is the honeybee spit.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm gonna have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. As to your question, yes, my days in beekeeping school are a blur. But I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about.
What makes something like me? I look at genes
Again,
all day long.
if this is
and
something that
never
just
do I
happens
see
when
the
you listen to
blueprint of
one,
sin.
it somehow will
I
jump
could
to the
blame
last
the
one you
Germans,
listen to.
but in truth I did not find tormentors in the prison camp, but kindred spirits. These children I brutalized have awoken something inside that for most is beautiful and natural, but in me is an abomination. My maternal instinct.
This area is, it's not a maze, but a lot of the places are interweaving with little areas and stuff that reconnect to our rooms. So you'd be like, oh hey, I've never been inside there, and it's usually you have to go around, find the place behind it or to the side of it. There'll usually be a small little path that'll lead you to pretty much you haven't been in yet, or to the stalls you have not got behind. But yeah, like I said, a comment said, hey, couldn't hear any game volume at all. I'm like, okay, well, I was thinking, okay, well, I did change up the volume, you know, like, I'm like, well, maybe that has something to do with it. So I pumped all the volume back up, and the first time I played it, I couldn't hear anything. I was hearing no volume. So I'm like, maybe that's my headset, and hopefully we have everything worked out for the best right now. We'll hit that in a second. First, you can go up here. You're gonna want to follow this all the way around.
I heard that.
You
Come on, then.
And boom, we'll find this treasure trove. Actually, I'm going to keep that. Of course, if this was already open and you ever want to come back here, you could probably like stand right there and probably, if you wanted to, like telekinesis some of this stuff. I never tried it, so I don't know if it's feasible or not. I'm gonna have this because I don't want any bad guys using that. We'll just hack it. We'll hack it. Oh, that over there. Yes. V. Auto hack. Got some good ammo. Some good type of ammo and a anti-personal. Personal. Anyways. That. How many are in here? There's one. Okay. Eve 2. Get more Eve with every first aid kit by using Eve 2. Nope. No, I'm just gonna store that in the gym.
Even miles into water, he still sees
Well, fine. I'm sorry I made you angry. Again, if you ever need things, there's
Welcome to the
two
circus
right
of
here.
value.
Probably gonna have to pick up some. Probably definitely want to hack this to get some film. Gene, thank you for wanting to change your plasmas, tonics, all that good stuff.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Going to the big game. Ryan's Raiders are playing.
No way, Jim. It's not safe. Have you heard? Atlas's bandits are everywhere.
Hold on a second there. Remember what Andrew Ryan says. If you do that, the bandits win. Take your family to Fort Frolic and Arcadia. Go out and shop. It's the rapture way of life.
As you can tell from that one, there is a power struggle between Andrew Ryan and Fontaine. Pretty much, one's like, you know, it's like, you don't want the bad guys to win, so, you know, do what, you know, be like, you know, do what Andrew Ryan says, you know, go out, have fun. You know, it's just like, I just don't want my kids to die. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. And it's like, I don't think it works like that. But yeah, there's a power struggle going on. And it plays into
All his commandments. I observe all
very
his
much a lot.
You rivers! I'll kill you! Por favor, ayúdame! Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Tell them goodbye. Tell.
The only thing I wish you could do, and I have yet to find a way, maybe there is a way, to tell, like, how full up you are on like, how well you are doing on a certain thing you're researching, like, what level you're at, without actually like going, oh hey, it's Buggish Splicer. Oh, my research is complete on them, you know.
I won't.
Oh,
I
come
send
on.
you
Yeah, yeah.
pestilence.
Excuse me. You're supposed to run trick club. Ow. Pretty much. But pretty much once you're able to start making stuff, it literally becomes just really easy. It's like, should I hack this one thing or not? Oh, let me go make,
We have turned away from your light.
those two.
One of the children came and sat in my lap. I push her off. I shout, "Get away from me!" I can see the Adam oozing out of the corner of her mouth. It's thick and green. Her filthy hair hanging in her face, dirty clothes. That dead glow in her eye. I feel hatred, like I never felt before. In my chest, bitter, burning fury. I can barely breathe. And suddenly I know. It is not this child I hate.
Pretty much, it's 10 by
On my walk today, I had my first encounter with a pair of them. He, a lumbering palooka in a foul-smelling diving suit, and she, an unwashed moppet in a filthy pink smock. Her pallor was off, green and morbid. There was a rather unpleasant aspect to her demeanor, as if she were in an altogether different place than the rest of us. I understand the need for such creatures. I just wish they could make them more presentable.
Show us under the mat!
Hello. Bam. Okay. So what we want to do?
Give me go! Please get up, Mr. Bubble.
What do you want to rescue them? And pretty much don't worry about them if they ever get caught in the middle of a firefight. Like one of the audio logs said, they're pretty much damn near indestructible.
Thank you.
If not indestructible. As long as you don't mess with the, I think it's like slug inside of them or something like that. They're pretty much, they're can't be killed.
In 10 years in this dump, I've come to accept a very low standard of life. But even at the bottom of this fish tank, a man must have standards. The pathetic Trudeau down at Morley Winery has started putting water to his terrible wine. Water! When I confronted him with this fact, he tells me, Pierre, this is not to worry. The water, she is distilled. It could be worse. I could take it right from the ocean.
On my walk today, I had my first encounter with Harold. He, lumbering palooka in a foul-smelling diving suit. She, an unwashed moppet in a filthy pink smock. Her pallor was off. Green and morbid. And there was a rather unpleasant aspect to her demeanor, as if she were in an altogether different place than the rest of us. I understand. Such creatures.
And we're gonna run away.
Just wish they could make them more presentable.
Adam acts like a benign cancer, destroying native cells and replacing them with unstable stem versions. While this very instability is what gives it its amazing properties, it is also what causes the cosmetic and mental damage. You need more and more Adam just to keep back the tide. From a medical standpoint, this is catastrophic. From a business standpoint, well, Fontaine sees the possibilities.
Pretty much, I never used the insect swarm. Again, I really had to use for the insect swarm. And but let's see here. Do that. We can change that with. We'll do that. Pretty much we are in pretty much like a bee room, I guess. Smoking them allows them to go dormant, and then we have to check these for the things. But when we also do this, it releases splicers at us. And as you can hear, the tick-tick is on a time as well.
I'm coming in! Fine! I'll chase you then!
So yeah, it's pretty much, it takes about 2 or 3 times to really do this depending on how fast you're going or not. Again, I always try to take my time because, as you can tell, besides just the gym size, there's also little art goodies you can find around here. Also, with splicers running at you every step of the way. As far as I can tell, like, I think this is a signal for them. Like, it tells, like, you pull on this, a few things happen, and then strap just spawns more splicers.
Thus saith the Lord! He's running!
You think I can't get to you?
Get over here! Get over here!
7. Okay, yeah, I got 7. I now need 7 distilled waters. Then sister.
A rapture reminder. The bottom of the ocean is awesome, but it can also be a dangerous place. Any leak is a bad thing.
Why do they wear those masks? Maybe there's a part of them that remembers how they used to be, how they used to look. And they're ashamed.
Oh, hey, look at that. Makes it easier when you're hacking cameras because it's speed run. The last one is probably going to be I think the next one should be the last one, which is a plus damage, plus damage to the cameras.
Things implanted in their bellies, they are still children. They play, sing. Sometimes they look at me. They don't stop. Sometimes they smile.
And pretty much as you're hearing, now she is starting to develop more and more of the feelings for them. You know, they're just like, she starts looking at me, they don't stop, and now she's like, oh, they're kind of cute. Why did I turn them into a horrible monster? Yeah, again, telekinesis, or be stupid like me and just jump up, grab it, and then back into.
Rapture's gone to hell.
You shall know I am.
Man, just hearing that noise from the bridge. It's so just jarring at times.
Do you have all the components for the Lazarus Vector yet? If you do, best head to a crafting station. Then, head back to Langford's lab and put the whole witch's brew in the mister. That should clear this fog right up.
Hey! Please, come on, here it is!
Pretty much, I think I'll call an episode once we get through this area. It's not extremely long. Shouldn't take more than about 4 or 5 more minutes. Unless, like, I severely mess up somehow, shape, or way, which, I mean, it can happen. It can happen. Nothing such. Definitely. But yeah, in the second game, they do change around a little bit of the stuff like.
I started you. I don't want to do it.
Oh hey, power this one we are going to do probably the kickback. So I can actually just start using that more for actual shooting now, since the kickback, I think it's 100% gone. Again, if you're ever playing this game, which I highly suggest, shoot that. Because you can see the wire going down to these as soon as you grab, I think it's the photographer's eye, or something like that, it'll set off the alarm, trap you. But, I'm not sure if those stack, but I feel like they do stack. So, as soon as you get in there, stop it if you don't want to use. Security bots, do not run from me. Stay. Stay with me so I can get your pictures. They need to go away. Grab that. So the kids. But yeah, in the second game, they changed up the hacking game. Since I know we're not going to be back here, ever. But yeah, just, make sure you get the power of the people machine. That is definitely one of the things you definitely want to collect, because again, it upgrades one of your weapons. That is very, very important. And again, once you've used it, it looks like this and it says closed weapon machine.
What? I am good.
Let's save it right here. And at the beginning of the next episode, we are going to craft the Lazarus Vector and go back to Langford's place and put it in the mister and see if we can revive this forest. Till next time, see you then.